Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Today, we're going to do something a little bit interesting. We're going to be an incantation user primarily at rune level 80. Usually when someone is wanting to make a spellcaster of some sort, usually you have to go higher than meta level because you have so many sort of like demands in terms of what stats you need to bring up to an acceptable level. But I forewent that, and we're doing it at rune level 80. Now, the first two clips I hadn't respect yet, but essentially the stat breakdown past those two clips is going to be about like 20 mind, and then 40 vigor and 40 faith. See, the thing is that I know technically you're supposed to only really like level up mind when you can afford to, but the thing is that like I don't know, like being a incantation or sorcery user just feels so bad with only 10 vigor. Yo, GG's host literally just got steamrolled right there, got turned into roadkill. GG's dude, very epic gaming. But yeah, this is a call. This is a call for any people who are common incantation connoisseurs, okay? If you often play this sort of playstyle, let me know in the comments if there are specific combinations of spells and whatnot that I should be using or try out. Because you know what? Even though I hate fighting an incantation user and a sorcery user, it's really fun. It's really fun, I won't lie. You know, so if there are any combinations you'd like to see me try in future videos with the same sort of like build and whatnot, let me know, because this character has every single incantation in the game, so I'm willing to try stuff like that. But what we're going to be using today is we're going to be using kind of like two of a couple different sort of incantation types. I don't know what to really call them. Obviously, we're running Catch Flame. It is the bread and butter, almost like melee attack for a incantation character. We're running Flame Take Thee, the big old fireball, because it is one of the most, it's one of the best incantations, just things in general for invasions. It is a ridiculous spell. And it's also part of the reason that I went to 20 mind, because being able to only use it twice at 10 just feels like crap. We're using the Flame of Frenzy. We're using Inescapable Frenzy, because, you know, when I think of skill, I think of Inescapable Frenzy. That says skill to me. We're going to be using the lightning bolt, and we're going to be using the, I don't know what to call it, the Ancient Dragon Storm. I don't know what it's called. The reason we're using that one is in case our opponent is, say, like down an elevator or on a lower elevation than we are, it will travel down and hit them. And so if the opportunity arises, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to be extremely big brain incantation users. And literally just murk someone, despite being 2 stories higher in elevation than they are. But yeah, now we're light rolling because I thought, hey, we just needed to be a little bit more honest. We were not honest enough from before, right? But you know what? Maybe the Japanese players are onto something. If you guys know, you know, okay? That is not an acceptable amount of HP for one. I better see you pumping that vigor in the future, buddy. Okay? But if you guys know, you know. For some reason, every single player that is a Japanese player has, like, obviously bad lat, you know, but they're going to be light rolling as a spell user. And despite the Tom shittery of their playstyle, they don't see a single thing wrong with it. Look how much skill we're about to take. Look how much skill we're about to take. We can literally just follow him with our thing. Like, we are not stopped from just, like, literally chasing him with this stupid-ass spell. Yo, GG's game. Thank you, George R.R. Farton, for coding that into the game. You absolute big brain cuck of a human being. Thank you so much for adding this to the game. So, we're in the rain. Our fire stuff is going to be weaker, but our lightning spear is going to be stronger. So I'm excited to try and make that work, but we're still going to need to use Catch Flame, just because it is powerful regardless of the rain debuff. I'm a little bit worried because this guy's using the Fair and Honest Rage Burp, sorry. The fair and honest bleed claws, and since we have nothing to speak of when it comes to poise or bleed resistance, I'm like, yeah, we're probably gonna die in like a single, R1 or L1, whatever it might be. So I'm worrying about that. These little turn and burns and whatnot. You know what's crazy? Like when the game first came out, I thought Flame of Frenzy was gonna be like not that good, but dude, it's actually like kind of shiced. I won't lie. Like one of my favorite combos when I was playing with this build is knocking someone on their ass with Giant's Flame Take Thee, and if they survived, then chasing them with my vision with the flame frenzy flame. Like it worked out so fucking well so many times. So yeah, that's what we do when people won't get off our ass. We go for the black flame tornado like absolute skilled individuals like we are. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying before, like I really do feel like the Japanese player base is really onto something when it comes to how fun light rolling spellcasting is. Maybe they were onto something this whole time. Maybe this is how you are supposed to play Elden Ring. So we have an absolutely crazy pairing of a team right here. We have Milky Mama and Damp Daddy. Bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you people, bro? Like, if you've got a name like this, what is wrong with you? Like, dude, what the heck, bro? Like, and like a week or two ago, I invade a group where one's name is Ronnie's Feet and the other one's name is Ronnie's Wet Socks. Like, dude, go and don't just touch grass. Eat some grass, bro. Like, become one with your inner cow because you are on some crank shit with that like naming and stuff. Like, dude, can you not choose a normal name? You know, like work on your name choosing because you don't need like only waifu. Like he's not going to fucking bat an eye at you because your name is Ronnie's Wet Socks. Like, come on, dude, stop being so weird, bro. But yeah, anyway, I kind of flubbed a kill a moment ago, and now I'm getting chased down with one of the most terrifying setups that a low poise character can face, and that is power stance thrusting swords. Power stance thrusting swords are ridiculous if you do not poise the first hit. It does very little poise damage, but it is nasty. Utterly nasty if you do not tank it. Something I wanted to try out for this session is I wanted to try out Urgent Heal. Obviously it heals borderline nothing, but a good thing about it is how little FP it costs. And so I was thinking, like, if there's like a threshold of say like 200-300 HP I need to get back, kind of like the gap that you see right now. Now granted I can't heal in their face, but say I was broken off for a second, like, you know, I don't necessarily want to wait 30 seconds for HP regen to get that amount of HP back. So in that situation, Urgent Heal might be a little bit nice. So yeah, we're using the infinite FP thingamabobber. And you know what? We just skilled all over Damp Daddy, you know, and we go absolutely mad. And I almost die because of it. And he comes back alive just to die real quick. Very nice. GG's. But yeah, now we're going to pull out the Cypherpada. Absolutely beautiful weapon. I love Cypherpada. And you know what? It weighs absolutely nothing. So if you're going to be a incantation like character, it is one of the best candidates for a weapon for you to use. Like, it weighs literally nothing. You know, you're probably not doing too good in the endurance department if you're running a low-level incantation character. Like, I think I have base endurance right now, if I'm not mistaken, of 11 or something like that. And so yeah, it literally weighing nothing is fantastic. I love it. So GG's to this guy's name is Dick Cheese, bro. You guys actually like have issues, bro. Like, what is the name of these people? You know what? Actually, that makes me think of something interesting. What, for the people watching, what is the most out-of-pocket name you've seen someone with, right? Like, I often play with character names on because I think that I have a higher chance of coming across some absolutely foul stuff when I do, and it's just funny seeing like the absolute just depravity that people will name themselves. But like, if you're watching, what is the worst name that you've seen? I don't know. We've seen some bad ones in this episode. I don't know what the answer for that would be for me. But yeah, we're going to pull out the Cypher Potter real quick and absolutely melt the host real quick. Fist weapons, dude. I remember thinking that they were overpowered in 1.09 and at the start of 1.10. But this is the thing that you've got to do, okay? If you are having a problem with a setup, you need to spend some time playing it yourself and then take notes of how you lose when you lose, okay? And so I hated fists for a good number of months, but after spending quite a bit of time using them, it made me realize the weaknesses are actually a lot more pronounced with fists than I originally expected. So, yeah, I've come around to absolutely loving fists. I know it's technically claws, but obviously Raptor's Talons can definitely needs the nerf hammer, but because of that R2 combo, but and also the fact that it's bugged. But yeah, otherwise, like, fists are like such a well-designed weapon in my opinion. Like, there's so many different fists that are good. Like, seriously, like almost every single variation of the moveset is great. Like the one that the variation of the moveset that the Cestus is going to have, it might be the weakest variation, but it's not like it's by some huge margin. You know, it's like, it's essentially the Starfist moveset except with a different R2. The R2 is very good, but the thing is that it only hits with one. Yeah, so this guy has a summing invulnerability. I did not think about that before I went for that, BG. But yeah, you've got that, obviously. The one that the Cater, the Pata, and the Prosthesis is going to have is just an absolutely, like, such a well-designed moveset. And honestly, it's so good that, like, I don't feel like it was made that way on purpose. Like, you have, you know, the running R1s that, you know, have as much range as they do, like, extremely good move. You know, it's got good 50-50s between going for a roll catch with another running R1 or standing and doing R1s. And then as like the outplay option you have is the running R2 to R2 combo. Like, that's so well designed, man. And then Starfist is Starfist. It's got a ridiculous R2, which is cool. So this guy's teabagging. He's a very impressive gamer. And you know what? I do this to impressive gamers. Oh, yeah, we endure into Black Flame Tornado. And you know what I have for you? I have a gadoosh, and a gadoosh, and a gadoosh, and a gadoosh. Yo, GG's, dude. GG's. I hope we teabag in the future in another nice, loving, consensual session of PvP. That was very nice. Thank you, sir. So anyway, we're next to a dragon, and if there's anything that is lore accurate about dragons in this video juego, it is the fact that they are literally the #1 op of invaders, okay? It's not even the host. The host is not your #1 op. It is not the Phantom. The Phantom's not your #1 op. Blues are close, but they are not your #1. It is dragons, because oh my god, they will find any and all excuses to hit the invader. They really will. So, you know, that's always nice. That's always extremely fun to deal with. Something I find interesting is that I've been getting this particular area a lot more than I would expect. Like the spot right before the Bastard Astel fight. Like, I've never gotten this fight until one of the recent episodes where it was like the last invasion in the video. Since then, I've actually been getting this quite a bit. And you know what? I don't hate it. Like, yes, it is a completely enemyless area, and the Host and Phantom definitely have the advantage, but it's a lot more bearable than, say, the Radon Beach because of these pillars. And also, it just looks way cooler. Yo, get absolutely fried right there. Yo, we literally hit him with the toaster bath right there. So, GG's, dude. Yeah, no, these pillars and whatnot actually make this area a lot more fun than, say, Radon Beach. Speaking of Radon, here we are in Radon Castle. I almost unendurable frenzy right there, but I go ahead and turn around, and I just realized earlier I called it unendurable frenzy inescapable. My bad. I'm sorry that I mixed up the two frenzy incantations that have 8 damn syllables in their name. But anyway, he's being a cool dude. He just wants to do some duelos, so we are going to entertain that. Now, granted, this is a very BG matchup for him. My build is the definition of BG. It's not even that it's like a crazy powerful build, but it is stacking a lot of dumb shit onto one build and being like, here, have fun fighting this. You know what I'm saying? Like, like light roll incantations. Like, yeah, bro. GG's. Epic Gamer. I should give that weapon a try. The Godslayer Greatsword? I think that's what it's called. I should try that out. Apparently it has quite a couple true combos and shit like that. If you want to see a video where I cover that weapon, then just let me know down in the comments, because that's definitely one of the more interesting ones in the game. It's kind of funny. It's almost like the Onyx Blade in terms of its design, because it has like that sort of like spiral look to it. But it doesn't play remotely the same. It's not even close to like the same weapon. The weapon that kind of reuses the Onyx Blade's Ash of War is the Helfen Steeple, and the Helfen Steeple is absolutely disgusting. Like, it's probably like it's neck and neck with the Moonlight Greatsword as like the best greatsword to one hand. Like, it is just a ridiculous weapon. But yeah, anyway, so I suppose I should talk about incantations or something. Something that I think is massively slept on, especially on Faith builds, is the Primal Glintstone Talisman. It cuts your max HP but makes spells cost less by like 30% or something. Dude, if you need to cast an HP regeneration spell, it's going to be healing over time. So like, you can go with like one that costs quite a bit of FP, like Blessing's Boon, or one that's bigger, and like put on the Incantation Scarab, put on the Glintstone, the Primal Glintstone Talisman, and guess what? It starts costing almost as little as Bestial Vitality. Like, give it a shot. And also, speaking of getting shot, GG's right there. The RNG of how those chariots decided to space themselves apart was extremely BG. That was literally like, they were so ridiculously close. So we're here now in unsmited Leyndell, one of my favorite areas in the game, and we just hit a Kobe. Okay, we just hit a Kobe. And missed the second one, regrettably. So we're going to go upstairs instead, because obviously he's not going to want to stand right there next to the railing after having gotten hit by a basketball. So we're going to need to go upstairs. Now, I'm expecting quite a bit of spam, because this guy is using the Halo Scythe. And if people are going to use the Halo Scythe, they're going to do one thing. They're going to throw frisbees at you, and they're going to throw a lot of them. So there's no reason to have any expectation other than frisbee, 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 frisbee. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're just going to have to be prepared for that. Catch him with another Kobe right there. And see, that wake up, dude, that wake up with the Flame of Frenzy is just nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a beautiful, that is a beautiful wake up incantation. Now, granted, technically, Unendurable Frenzy might technically be better, but Flame of Frenzy, I mean, Flame of Frenzy is already BG enough in that regard, so, you know, I don't know if Unescapable or whatever, Unendurable Frenzy is all that big of a difference. So we're about to have a pretty hard-fought fight right here. So we're dealing with Latent Hyper Armor, and if there is anything that when I work a 23-hour day and come home from work and choose that I'm going to boot up Elden dog shit, if there's one thing I am praying for, it is for Latent Hyper Armor matches. Now, granted, I know that I'm saying this as the guy light rolling with incantations. I know that I sound like a complete cuck right now. I understand. But, okay, just pretend like I'm being honest for a second. Like, dude, Latent Hyper Armor is so fun to deal with on so many levels. Like I love hyper armor, I really do. Hyper armor, it's a great mechanic. I love Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin for having programmed it into the game. Very respectable, it really is. But thing is that when there's latency, it's like when there's no latency, it's already annoying enough to deal with. But like once there is, it's like bro, like, you know, I hope you're having fun because I ain't. So I thought I could just run straight through his weapon right there because you can when there's enough latency, but I still get hit. So I'm like, BG game. So he gets the heal off right there and gets out because of being able to roll that shit. Like, dude, I can't believe that I'm being hit from the range I am, but that still managed to hit me on the roll in. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm tripping balls. I don't know. Maybe. Get that running R2 right there. Get him panicking. Yes, sir. Bro, like, oh my gosh, bro. I love Cypher Potta so much, dude. It's like my favorite thing. So, we're now going to be in the Volcano Manor, which is low-key one of the best places to invade in the game. It is low-key one of the best. And you know what? These guys look like they're about to go in the boss fog. Not if I have something to say about that. I forgot to mention I have Flame grant me strength on the build. I forget to use it quite a bit. And also it's just a incantation that lasts very little time. I don't know why I chose to aim for literally nobody right there, but you know how it is. You can know how it is, bro. Like, sometimes you just gotta make the big brain play. Lagging right there, very nice, very nice. What do I do to bring this back from the brink? Oh, I bet I know what I do. Kobe! Yep, that seems about right. Yup. Alright, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.